Hi. All right.
The doors of the church is open.
Yes, indeed. We back. Looking good, smelling good, feeling good, being prosperous.
Magnetically attracting all things desirable to be successful and manifest.
Yes. And let me tell you some. The title of the description say hips, lips, and fingertips.
Hips, lips, and fingertips. That apple.
That damn apple.
Don't it look good?
Curve, got all the shapes as a woman.
Mm-hmm. Perfectly. Just shaped exactly for me.
Hips, lips, and fingertips. But the thing is, when we talking to the men too, not just the women, we're gonna talk to the men because we got this thing that kind of hinder us, and it's called temptation.
It's lust. It's pure energy vibrating at your lower chakra, and it's not going anywhere.
Nowhere. But it can be helped.
Because guess what? The Joker was old. He was like 92 years old. One thing for certain, two things for sure. When he seen that nurse,
woo!
He wanted to reach out and touch somebody.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we're gonna talk about holiness and wilderness. Hips, lips, and fingertips. That apple, that curve, that thing Adam, where Eve ate, or passed to Adam, he ate.
What is it? What was that?
That apple.
Was it the orgasm?
The orgasm.
Yeah, would they find out what an orgasm felt like?
Oh, yeah.
So Jesus started teaching at 12 and he died at 33, right?
He did that.
When you started wanting to cut some mustard and touch
that was about 13 when I crossed that puberty line.
When you got them angel wings.
And I didn't get mature to around 30. I didn't understand and get my own train of thought to around 30.
Yeah, I think it's symbolic for a little bit more than that, Drew.
Come on then, let's run it, man, because okay. I'm learning, you learning, they learn. Give it to the people, man.
All right. Well, 12 and 13, around that time, the women and the men are going through puberty.
Right.
So when they say you put away these childish things, and now you want to do what the grown folk want to do, that's why he started teaching at 12. Now you want to touch some. She getting a little wet down there. You getting hard, waking up, poking the bed, and maybe having wet dreams or whatnot.
Yeah.
And so this psychophysical seed that comes down every 28 days, 2 hours and 52 minutes for her, and you have a seed too that come down every 28 days. It comes down, and it sits there for 2 or 3 days, and it comes back up if you let it. It's 33 vertebrae and dies on the cross, which is the medulla oblongata.
Woo, okay. Run it.
It's this Christ, this oil, this cerebral spinal fluid, this elixir that invigorates the male body and impregnates the woman.
So what we need to do to fix this thing?
Fix what thing?
We need to fix, I guess, how the woman dress and provoke our temptation.
Oh, that part. We was talking about the hips, lips, and fingertips. Y'all know how to do them up real well. But they say something about this in the Bible where they ain't supposed to be putting on no fingernails, no earrings. They ain't supposed to be showing none of this stuff.
But remember, like we said last week, they ain't following Jesus.
Oh, they following John?
They got to be following John.
They ain't following Christ.
They ain't following Christ.
No, sir. We got some whores of Babylon.
Yes, indeed.
And we ain't talking about, we ain't saying it to be a dirty or negative. But
we're just trying to get some understanding.
Babylon is falling. What you gonna do?
What we gonna do? And then you can go to the church and battle the same thing that you battle on the outside world. We have been to school hall. Remember back in the day, you been to school hall, you been sitting on the back on the wall looking at that thing walk by.
Yeah.
Same thing in church. In the building. Don't call it the church.
Oh, they dressing up real good for the pastor.
Yeah.
Pastor cooking pies, baking cakes, chicken, all type of stuff. What y'all got going on in the back office we don't know about? Why all the women in the church?
We see it all the time.
What we see, Drew?
We see them on TV. You see them pastors be getting caught messing with another man's wife and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You
mean to tell me they messing with people's wives?
Yeah, they doing that, man.
Cut it out.
Man, they doing it. They messing with people's wives and everything. But she come to the church. Now, we can't blame ourselves because that's our nature. To see something and bang, we there. That's our nature.
Mm-hmm.
And that's out of her nature. She dresses for their attention to draw out our nature.
Ask them why they be dressing for their attention.
They ain't reading the Bible, man. They ain't reading the scripture right.
Or they following the man then. They following society.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be covered.
You're supposed to be covered.
You got to cover all them hips, lips, and fingertips. Because guess what? When we see that curve, we attracted to the curve. See, my hair don't come out straight like a European. My hair come out just like the Fibonacci sequence. And when them breasts and that curve right there on their breast, I love to cup them up. And that ass, I love to cup that ass because that's what I'm supposed to like. Because it's all about that curve. See, you know what I'm saying?
But they can help us with this though.
We in that we trying to be full circle, right?
We trying to be 360.
We ain't staying. We no longer squares L7s. I mean, you could deal with one of them, but hey, there's neither here nor there.
Yeah. So, but y'all can help us with this temptation. Now, we're not saying that everybody don't have many. We got a million thoughts that we think unconsciously. They come through our subconscious mind. We have a million thoughts. And if only that you will know this if you think consciously. And we only think consciously, what, 90% of the time?
Oh, we're thinking consciously all the time, but you have a subconscious, a superconscious, and what's the other one?
No, I can't say we think consciously every time.
Are you saying consciousness? The
consciousness.
The Godhead.
The Godhead,
okay.
Right, the Godhead.
Man has but two selves, his higher self and his lower self. It depends on which one is guiding you.
There you go.
So the energy can be down here.
Right.
And the men and the women be looking to get cut. Looking to get some cut up.
So 90% of the time, we ain't even thinking
why
this head.
Because we're not guarding our heart, for out of them comes the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. We're being stimulated by the stimuli from the machine they call the Oz. The Wizard of Oz is stimulating you with the music, the movies, the colors, even the colors in commercials and stuff is stimulating your senses and making you want certain stuff,
right?
Making you desire certain stuff,
right?
And we say guard your heart, for out of them comes the issues of life. Well, all that is God right there.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this temptation we talking about is very aggressive now. It's very aggressive and masculine. Think about it this way. You go to a college campus. We're going to a college campus. Your first day there as a freshman, what are you thinking about? You ain't even thought about the classes. You ain't thinking. Most people not even thinking about that. You looking to cut some mustard.
Cut some mustard.
Your first day on the class, you looking at man, and she ain't helping because she walking through like my boy say, Babylon whore.
And she just got out the house from all this strict, can't go nowhere, can't do this and can't do that. Now you got some freedom. Ooh, and you at your highest when you fresh out of high school. That penis get rock hard like Rockweiler.
So again, are you acting out in the wilderness? Or what the people in the commercials and everything telling you, or are you being holy? If we're trying to get to the higher self, if we're trying to get to your God body.
I just say you practice, you just doing nature. That's just part of your nature. They've got you in this construct called a society, which is a Roman venue, a municipality, and they got you practicing Greco-Roman culture.
Yeah.
And so by you not knowing anything about your own spirituality, because Christianity strips you away from your real spirituality, right, which is you want me to explain spirituality, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. Spirituality, right. Spirituality. Your hair is spiraling out of your head. So guess what? The sun is spiraling around the Milky Way galaxy. It takes 26,000 years to make one revolution around the Milky Way.
Mm-hmm.
You break that down in 12, you get 2,166 years. The sun is spiraling around the Milky Way.
That's how we get into
We are spiraling. Right? Yeah.
That's how we got here.
Right. We are spiraling around the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Your Kundalini energy is spiraling around your spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
All the plants are spiraling. This is how they grow. When you drop something in the water, poof, what happens is the spiral comes up.
You see it.
The Fibonacci sequence, when we see them breasts, that's that spiral. When we see that butt cheek, that's that spiral.
I think
Spirituality. No, now your energy is spiraling out, is spiraling up and out of your sutures right here.
Legit braid spiraling.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand spirituality, because when you go to church, you just, what's that, religion?
Yeah, that's religion.
That's just religion.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with spirituality.
What is your spirit like?
Yeah.
The mind, body, the soul. What is your spirit like? This spectrum that's coming off you, this energy that you're giving off. What is your spirit like? Because you could feel some evil spirits when they walk in the room, because they got a negative vibration attached to them.
Yes, negative attract negative, positive attract positive. You can feel it.
I'm just trying to tell you.
But what did 1 Corinthians say about why? First of all, let's tell them why.
1 Corinthians 11.
Why these people cover their bodies? Why do the Muslim, you see them dress, cover their body? The Amish, why do you see these people so covered?
Okay, because when we see the woman, naturally, the chemistry starts to happen, and you have nothing to do with it. It's just your nature.
It's your nature.
Chemistry start pouring out, and you start looking, and you start being attractive because the chemistry that happened with these 12 glands that you got to guard in your body that's secreting the chemicals that creates the chemistry that makes you feel and think and say and do a certain type of stuff that you do. You got to understand what you in first and foremost.
That's knowledge yourself.
This.
Yes.
We ain't talking about
The
what you
building.
looking at. We talk about what you in.
The church.
You in there.
The church.
Looking out.
Yes.
Living vicariously through God. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that was deep. Maybe that was too deep.
Yeah, you might. Did he lose anybody?
Or God is living vicariously through you.
There you go, man.
He want to experience himself.
I need somebody to say something,
So
man.
he sent this woman.
Do y'all feel it? Hips, lips, and fingertips, that apple. So again.
Okay, back to the subject matter. Why they cover up? Because when we see all those curves,
right?
if we can't see nothing but your face, we just gonna talk to your face. But when we see your hair, it does something to us. When your natural hair, not this weave.
Go.
Excuse
there
me, your
go.
Weave, not that stuff.
That's why you spend so much time in the beauty shop to get the hair done and stuff.
Right.
Because you know that it attracts men. Men ain't
right. You're doing it for straight attraction.
Right.
And so
why they can't save it for their mate?
Because they
ain't that what they supposed to do? Save it for them.
They're following society. They're not following God. They're following man.
Right.
Man created the society.
Right.
Or God created man. Man created governments. And man created the government, created the laws. They stripped you of your natural God-given rights, inalienable, and made you be a citizen. But that's a whole nother story. You have all this stuff on because it attracts us, and we want to touch and we want to feel because that's just our nature. If we was out in the wild, it got some tribes that still live indigenously
right
to this day, and they women are naked around them, have titties out and everything,
and it don't arouse them like it arouses us
because they understand that sex is just to use to procreate, not just.
There
I mean, it's a
there
you know,
go.
It's a law. It's laws to it, but it was mainly used just for procreation, not just for. And then men, you got to understand too, when you pumping out all your vital life force, you depleting your system. The women are more attracted to you when you keep your oil in you. We ain't say not have sex, just learn not to bust a nut.
Woo! Did you hear what he said? That went over their head.
That's a tough one too. That takes some self-discipline.
Did you tell them where it comes from when they do burst?
What?
The
semen that you're pumping out, it's pulling from all your organs, all your bones, and everything because you're finna create a whole nother human being. You're finna help. Well, she has her eggs already, but that sperm is needed to ignite the egg and start forming the body of Christ in there. You understand what I'm saying?
You understand?
You understand?
Let me. Do I need to tell him what Peter? Let me tell you what Timothy and Peter said. Let me tell you. He said, likewise, also the woman should adorn themselves in impeccable apparel, with modest and self-control, not with braided hair, gold or pearls, or costly attire.
All that attractive stuff that's gonna keep me attracted to your woman, and you attracted to my woman.
Keep me all in temptation and all.
When she don't supposed to have that stuff on, but when she come to the house and take all that covering off, and I be like, damn.
That's what the Muslims.
Oh, why society is out of whack? Because all these women got all this stuff hanging out, and guess what? They mad at us because we just doing what we supposed to do.
That's our nature.
I love hips, lips, and fingertips.
Yes, but it can be controlled. It can be controlled.
Oh if the help meets put the help on.
Yeah.
If the help,
we talked about that last week.
If the help starts shouting help,
there you go.
Maybe some things in society will go a little bit different.
There you go.
Because at the end of the day, the women are in control at all times. If y'all stop doing what y'all doing, guess what? Government shuts down.
Because again, we said she is the law.
And I'm just the law enforcer.
There you go.
And if you don't understand that, come get you some understanding.
Yes.
First, you got to get the knowledge, though. Then you get the understanding. Then you apply what you know and understand. And now you got wisdom. And they say the house is built with wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, not careers, $1 million in the bank.
There you go.
Not hips, lips, and fingertips out.
Right.
Booty injections and mouth shots and breast implant. It didn't say the house was built on that. But that's what y'all like. Because y'all talk to us because y'all ain't saying that. We see a lot of women in here. Lafayette's and Astria. I ain't going to say your name wrong, my bad. Can y'all say something? Speak up for yourself. Be accountable for something.
You have to hold somebody accountable.
Because y'all always holding us accountable.
Hashtag
women. Me too.
Yes, sir. I love women. But it's a reason for all this. Somebody saying
Yeah. The women.
Bert Chet, you
What
got
is
to
it?
understand. He said
226.
227 is going on. in here.
What's up, Nick? That's Nick.
You know him?
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Nick.
you know Nick. Oh, okay. He know. What's up, man? We trying to get some understanding on these hip, lips, and fingertips,
My
man.
hips, lips,
They
and
don't
fingertips.
understand.
You better put some of that stuff up because we some body snatchers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But they
He
don't
said
understand.
227.
It's 1,000 thoughts that go through our mind a day, and temptation and aggression, and it's a masculine trait. So when we see that woman walking by, that's our natural ability to be like, whoa, she look good, so and so, but she needs to help us. Help us. Wearing white when you get married and all this stuff. What are you wearing the white for? It's not
It's supposed to be pure.
Yeah, that's not all it's for. It's a lot to come with it, y'all. Man, wake up. See the smell of COVID. What you say? Hold on. What he say? What James Red? What's up, James? Man, what's going on? We trying to get him to understand, man. That's my boy. That man, he's an Israelite. No, he's not. No, he's not. No,
Who is that?
James. No, he's not. I don't think he's an Israelite. But anyway, we trying to get understanding why you have to have why the other nationalities, other cultures, some religions cover up from the head to the toe. It's a reason for that.
It's science.
It's science. You can't just be out here showing skin, because what you think we're going to do?
Touch it.
We're going to touch it.
And then next to
nature.
touch, right after touching, we trying to cut you.
Trying to cut you.
Dig up in that.
What are you giving off? What is your statement? I'm asking the women, when you dress like this, provocative and stuff, what is your statement? Then you want to be treated like a queen, or you want to call yourself a queen. But you can't be, you're attracting what you attract out. Like we always say, you give, whatever you give, you're going to receive. So if you're dressing provocative, you're going to get approached provocative way. We're going to want to touch it. You're going to want to lay them down and all that kind of stuff. But we might be far ahead of somebody. Somebody might not even be getting it. They might not even be getting it.
What you mean, not getting what?
I can dress how I want to dress.
You think so?
I can dress how I want to dress.
I mean, well, then you're going to get what you're going to get.
You're going to get what you're going to
And
get.
I understand now at this point in society, though, they could dress provocative, and we got to keep ourselves to a minimum. But
Right.
if you got your breasts and you got a mini skirt on, you got the breasts hanging out, what we instantly think about?
We got to cut some.
Because we can't even look at you in your face because we looking at them breasts because they go that curve.
And you can be attractive with being covered. And I'm not saying being covered because they may not be your thing. They may not, but I'm telling you what kind of respect you can get. And you won't be getting these men slobbing all on you. Then you turn around and be like, he thirsty. How he thirsty and you out here with the skin all out?
That makes sense because if we run up on a for lack of better words, a Muslim woman and she fully covered, how many men just run up on them unless it's just you used to being around them. I know I'm not used to being around like this. So when I run up on her, if I see her, she naturally just got that respect for me anyway. Just natural, don't you?
Read the Corinthians. Corinthians telling them what you're saying, man. Read for the religious people. We're gonna pull up 1 Corinthians. What was it? 11, chapter 11 for you Christians, man. Because y'all see a lot of people just living, man. They just go to church for another man to tell them things, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they not even following what's in here, man. The heart, man. God's your body for.
Out of them comes the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23.
Man, hold on, man. Let me. I'm finna find 1 Corinthians for you, man. My boy just spit it to me in the other room. And he said something, and it really touched me, man. It really touched me.
Man must disregard his animal nature and get in tune with his spiritual nature. Men need to take charge and establish what's acceptable because women are establishing what's acceptable. And
yes, they are.
When men fail to lead and women take over, things fall apart. It's just the natural order of things because you're not a leader. Now, you can pick up the reins and lead. We're not discrediting you because the first law of nature is self-preservation. And if the man is not there, you're going to self-preserve yourself, right? Understood. But while a man is there, you're not the leader.
Now, when we were talking about, I want you to explain this to him now. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4, it say, every man who prays or prophesies with his head covered dishonors the head.
Take off your hat while you prophesize.
Why? Why take off your hat? Why?
Because what you're thinking and praying and admitting that is spiraling up.
Then it say, but every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. It is the same as having her head shaved.
Because you got an antenna You're doing a lot while your hair, you know, you're the
You
parent.
got to cover up, man. You got to
Chotomate kudasai.
put something on it.
We gonna read that scripture too.
So, but then let me get finished. It say, for a woman does not cover her head, she might as well have her hair cut off. But it is a disgrace for a woman to have her hair cut off and her head shaved. Then she should cover her head. We got to put something on, y'all. We got to put something on. And hold on, my boy James Raven say men think different than women because men take it a compliment if a woman touched them versus a woman getting touched by a man. I understand you, my brother. This is my boy here. Tell him who you are, because I am. Tell him.
Yes, this is Brandon Watkins speaking here, and we are live.
We call him Pastor.
Heads, you know what I mean?
Tell him about 1 Corinthians, man.
Today we will, matter of fact, the topic was lip, hips, and fingertips, but we was actually breaking down the covering of the woman's head and what she's supposed to dress like as being modest apparel, and how she's supposed to dress as a woman of God and not as a whore of Babylon.
Yes, sir. Listen to my boy speak.
Today we was talking about 1 Corinthians.
We call him Pastor, y'all. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. if y'all can, you know, you can go back and study the word yourself. But the topic was lips, hips, and fingertips.
Yes.
And we was talking about 1 Corinthians, First Corinthians chapter 1. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Forgive me. Now, First Corinthians chapter 11 was talking about the covering of a woman's head. Now, Paul was talking to the church of Corinth and how they should be as of the people of God, or how they should approach and be as God and give glory all to God. So the covering of the woman's head, chapter 11 of 1 Corinthians. Now I praise you, brother, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinance as I deliver them to you, which is the ordinance of God. But I will have you to know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonored his head. Then it goes to say, but every woman that prayeth or prophesies with her head uncovered, dishonored her head. Then it says, for that is even all as if she were shaven. Even if she was shaven, she's supposed to have her head covered. Even if she goes natural, she's supposed to cover her head. Then it goes to say, but if the woman be not covered, let her also be shrown. Shrown means to be cut with shears, or be cut with a pair of scissors, or cut with a pair of utensils. Then it says, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and the glory of God, but the woman is the glory of man.
That's Pastor, y'all.
Then it goes to say, but the woman of, but neither was, okay, it was on 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Remember when God took Adam and put him in a deep sleep and took the rib from him, and he made woman out of man.
The only curved bone in your body. It's
the only curved bone. And he says the woman was created out of man because she has a womb, she's womb man because she has a womb. She has a opening, opening, which is the canal or the birth given of law. She's the law giver, and we are the law enforcer. We enforce the law through our being, through our presence of being in the household with the woman.
That man speaking now.
That's why a man should not leave his house unless he's leaving his mother and his father to cleave to his wife. When a man cleaves to his wife, he becomes the head of the household.
That man speaking. But let me get back to it, man. I appreciate your pastor.
Peace and love.
Pastor. But what he's saying, see, what we got to do, we got to straighten this thing out, because first of all, you got to understand, hips, lips, and fingertips going to get you exactly what you asked for. I mean, I ain't saying covered up. I see my boy. Matter of fact, he had a song. Come on, let me get over this thing. He's had a song today came out. I don't know if it came out today. No, I saw the video today. That boy say, something about $1. I can't get nothing without $1 or something. But I like it. That's my boy Kenny Kane. Go check him out. And we telling the truth. Why do we get $1? Why do we go to the strip club? Because we want to see their skin. Their skin is a curse, man. Their skin. I mean, it's not a curse, but at the same time, it's good because we love women. That's what our nature is. My boy James said Muslims make their women pray. Muslims make their woman pray separate from them. They pray behind the men, but Christians let their woman pray and speak and teach without permission. That's very true. That's very true. That's very true. I have to agree with that. Good looking out, James. But yeah. But when you can help us deter this goal, you can help us go back to our natural being of self, because when we think from what we say the lower chakra, and you understand what the lower chakra and the lower self starts from. It starts from the sacral chakra and go down, and that's what we think from. How come we can't get on that top level and go in our higher self? Our higher self, where we can think with a conscious mind. I mean, a lot of people might not understand the 7 chakras of the body, but it's 7 chakras of the body for a reason. It's proven if you just pay attention to nature, how things in nature work. Every animal, every animal kingdom. What is a man's nature? What does he do? But it's up to that woman. She got to help us out. You can't be walking around like a Babylon whore, as my boy would say. You can't be walking around like that, because what you give out is what you're gonna receive. So help us out. Them cats left me in here to talk, but we usually go in and but the way she presents herself to the world is bait to a sinful mind. The way she presents herself to the world is bait for a sinful mind. Here you go. He back. What you got, man?
Hips, lips, and fingertips was outside, and it attracted me. It was snatching me. It was pulling me. It was calling me. It was like, oh, hey, come here. That's what it does when you got all that stuff hanging out. Hey, come here. It'd be sitting off our senses. My hair would be coming up on the back of my head. Get to thinking all these thoughts, because we see all that. We see it. The last thing that formed on man was his skin.
Last thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know you telling me.
Because if you cut all this off, you cut my, off. Right. All you're gonna see is muscles, ligaments, and tissue.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tissue.
Right.
We getting caught up in the flesh. That's how you get caught up in the flesh and not knowing the outside. That's why you got to cover that up. If you want us to get to know you, cover that up first. Show us that last.
It's gonna be a whole lot of better respect out there.
Guess what? The society gonna go better because you got all that covered, and now we get to know the person.
That's right. That's true.
And we can't see all that till later. And it keeps that little cushion to where we start to enjoy it.
We're not saying we perfect. Don't sit here and act like we perfect.
Because it don't even matter if you got it covered up anyway. Some of y'all voluptuous like that.
Yes,
y'all fill all that uniform out, and we still gonna see it. And it's just your nature. If you can't see it, you get close enough, and I smell you, and you smell a certain type of way.
It's attractive.
You be floating through the air.
It's attractive. But church supposed to be a resting place. Ain't church the resting place? Talking about the body. The body. It's a resting place. It's where we supposed to be at calm and eat, come to ourselves and raise our higher conscious out, get to the top chakra.
Well, I showed Reddy last night on that post I did.
Yeah.
About how we place everything on outside of ourselves, and we place it on ourselves and understand that we the divine light.
Right.
But I have to read it to you. But it
No, every man, we not sitting here saying that we the only one. Every man struggle with this thing called temptation and lust. Every man struggle with temptation and lust.
I don't think it's struggle.
It's not struggle.
It's just your nature. It's lust vibrating it's pure energy vibrating at your lower chakra. Your lower chakra, it's like you below the solar plexus. That's where the devil lives. In a sense,
that's the difference between heaven and hell, then.
Right, because heaven is just heaved up, meaning you let that oil come up to heaven, which is the place of peace. You down here in your lower self, that's where the devil at. That's your
true.
red chakra. That's what governs lust, greed, all this stuff that they keep you in the world, and that's why they say devil, because devil is just lived spelled backwards. Evil is just live. The life that they got you living is dealing with the devil, which is your lower self. And you man has nothing but two selves, his highest self and his lowest self. And when I say man, I'm not referring to the male or the female. I'm talking about womb man and man, because we can't, it's the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Your penis, your vaginal tract came down and extended and made me some penis, and ovaries came down and made me some testes.
The boy James said, cause in the church in the Bible, a woman can cause kings to fall like King David. Watch one of his soldiers' wife battle and lust and sent that man off to the war to have his wife. Hey,
Proverbs talk about them wicked women too.
Yes, sir.
I was just reading it the other day.
That's the apple we've been talking about.
Uh-huh.
That's that apple, hips, lips, and fingertips. That's that apple.
But nah, that ain't the apple is her.
Yeah.
But the mindset to take you out of all that and strip you away from your nature and understanding why you cover up is the man. And when we say you change the society by following his constructs,
right?
You're buying his stuff, you're buying his weave, you're buying his dresses. Matter of fact, when I got little girls, they ain't even really making good clothes for the girls. If you just go to the normal place, right. They making provocative clothes for the young girls already. Skin tights, showing shape.
What's them things called with the straps showing all the arm and stuff?
Spaghetti strap dresses.
Yeah, all that stuff there.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and then they wonder why things happen to their kids by predators.
Oh no, yep,
by predators.
Mm-hmm. Back in my day in school,
Mama made you go out. You're gonna be covered.
Well, all the women were covered back then.
They were.
The ones that wasn't covered, you know what they was about.
You knew what they was about.
You knew what they was about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Loose. They jumping out of window, jumping in the back of cars. Train gang, baby. Toss action. You know what y'all was. Don't act like you don't know. And we know some of y'all still like that action too. But that's cool. That's part of your makeup.
That's part of your makeup.
We ain't knocking it.
And you probably got some women on here that say, like we said before, how come I can't wear this? How come I can't wear this? That's me. I want to express myself freely. I heard that a lot. And you can do that.
You should be able to, but accept the consequences.
Hold their accountable.
Like I seen this lady at the store. I mean, at the little Asian restaurant. This is about 5-6 months ago, and all I did was sit down and ask her, "How you doing?" She was like, "Somebody wanted to talk to me. I could be your mama. You trying to talk to me?" I in my head, I'm like, she think I'm a young nigga.
Yeah.
But she was older than me, but she was dressed like she was about 20. Had all this shit hanging out, long hair, all this glitter and all this stuff. I know you about 45. You look good to be 40. Well, how she looked good for her age, but she was dressed all provocative, and all I did was say, "Hey, how you doing?" Hey, sometimes we just want to not be bothered. All I did was say, "Hey, how you doing?" I just sat beside you. But you got this provocative stuff on, and guess what? Everybody's been saying something to you all day, so now you want to take it out on me, and I just said, "How you doing?" 100
men with 1,000,000 thoughts gonna approach you and have something to think about you by dressing.
And some of us already had sex with you before you even just looking at you, so you probably caught the vibe too. I sent it to you. Look. I'm gonna go.
My boy. But look here, like I said, man, we got to learn again. What we give out, we're gonna receive. So if you're dressing provocative, you're dressing irresponsible, you're gonna attract that. You're gonna attract provocative thoughts, irresponsible things, and all this kind of stuff. Again, the title say hips, lips, and fingertips. And I'm gonna get out of here with love, peace, prosperity, abundance, health, and wealth. Motherfucking wealth.